Hello, I'm Danielle. In today's session, I thought we would focus on the hips. So, get your towel or cushion ready and pop it at the end of your mat to catch your head, because we're going to begin laying down. Coming back into this position with our knees softly bent, our feet flat on the floor, the back of our pelvis flat and heavy on the mat underneath us. Our arms by our sides, our shoulders away from our ears, our shoulder blades flat on the mat underneath us. Our chin softly tucked in and lengthening from tail to head, from the crown of our head, reaching in one direction and the tail reaching in the other. We're going to begin with some pelvic tilts. So in this position, we're going to use our diamond shape on our pelvis. So our fingertips on the pubic bone at the bottom, our thumbs in the tummy button, and our wrists and the edge of our hands just about reaching our hip bones to help us to feel the movement of our pelvis. So, in this position, take a nice breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, squeeze your tummy button down towards the floor, tilting your pelvis back and down. Don't lift the tail or the glutes, just pushing that down, flattening that curve under your lower back. And then inhale to release it back to center. And then exhale and lift it up at the top, creating a larger arc under your lower back. And inhale to go back to center. Exhale back and down. Inhale to center. Exhale to lift. Inhale to center. Exhale back down. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And back to center. Bring your arms wide across the mat, just a little bit below your shoulders, and bring your knees and feet together. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, keeping your shoulders down and flat on the mat underneath you. Just rotate your pelvis, allowing your knees to drop. Exhale, squeeze them back up. One more in this direction. Then now bringing it back to center, bringing that gap in between the feet and the knees, your hands down by your sides. We're just going to let one knee drop at a time, keeping the pelvis completely still. So you might want to hold on to your hip bones to be able to feel that. Just allow that one knee drop to the side and squeeze it back up. And then the other one. We're disassociating and concentrating on keeping the one that's not moving, concentrating on that one being perfectly still, and the pelvis being really stable and not tilting backwards and forwards or left and right. Last one. Good. Now you might like to take your cushion or towel or head block away from under your head and bringing your feet a little bit closer to your bottom. as we're going to go up onto a shoulder bridge. So take a nice deep breath in to prepare. Breathe out. Imprint your spine, pushing your belly button down into the mat, flattening that curve. Slowly lifting your tail and squeezing up with your glutes, all the way up to the top. Take a deep breath in at the top and squeeze that back down. Don't just let it come back down under gravity. You're squeezing it back down. Last, release the glutes and the tail. Let's go again. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale to tilt the pelvis and start lifting the tail and the glutes. Then lifting one vertebra at a time up to the top. Breathe in at the top and lower that back down. One vertebra at a time. One more time. Exhale, squeezing up. Breathe in. And exhale and squeeze your way carefully back down to the bottom. Release the tail last. Good. Extending your legs back out. You might want to put your cushion or pillow back under your head. So, lifting your right leg, that ankle across your left thigh, just flexing that foot and just gently pushing that knee away with your hand. Breathe in. As you exhale, just lift the left leg into tabletop. Perhaps reaching through to hold onto that thigh. Still keeping that knee out wide. And then lower it back down. Changing sides. Flex the foot and push that away gently with the hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just lift that, keeping that knee out, pushed away. Increasing the stretch. Carefully lower that back down. And bring yourself up into a kneeling staggered position. Coming up, if you're having trouble balancing, just step the knee and foot a little bit wider to help you hold your balance. If not, staying narrow, and just bring yourself up vertically, reaching up nice and tall, and then pushing your pelvis forwards. We aren't bending forwards. We're staying tall. We're just pushing those forward a little for a little stretch out here. Release that and change sides. Bring yourself back up. And again, pushing the hips forward, stretching out the other side. Good, release that down. And we're just going to lay down on our side. You might find in this position, you might find it helpful to rest your head on your arm or rest your head on a pillow or a towel on your arm. Or you might prefer to rest your head on your hand. Just with your shoulders at the back of your mat and your hips at the back of your mat, with your knees softly bent. Just check that your hips are vertically stacked And perhaps holding on to this top hip as we lift, as we exhale, lifting into our clamshell. And just holding a hand here just to check the pelvis isn't shifting and it isn't sneaking off to the back. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. One more. Good. Straightening out those legs with the toes at the front of the mat there. So a little bit of a curve in the body to give us greater stability. As we exhale, lifting that top leg, pointing the toe, and we're slowly going to make circles at the end of the mat. So concentrate on getting those circles nice and round, mostly behind the other leg. And reverse that. Squeeze your tummy muscles to help you stay stable in the middle as your leg moves wide. Good. Bending the underneath leg, walk yourself up and bring the top leg over the other knee. Reach your forearm across your thigh and turn to the other side, looking over your shoulder. Release out of that and let's go to the other side. So clamshells again. Just check that your hips are vertical, perhaps holding on to the top of your pelvis. As you exhale, lifting the top knee and inhale to lower it. Keep it nice and slow and really controlled. One more. Good. Okay, let's stretch those legs out to the front of the mat. Take a breath in. As we exhale, flexing the foot, pointing the toe and lifting, and we're going to begin our small circles at the end of the mat. So mostly behind, going up, around and down. Good. And reverse it. Good. Bending the underneath leg, walking yourself up and bringing the top leg across the other knee. Bringing yourself across your forearm along your thigh and looking towards your fingertips and looking over your shoulder. Just release that. We're just going to take a moment, bringing our feet together, holding our ankles together, ensuring that it isn't just the outside of our feet that are touching, it's the whole of the soles of our feet that are touching. And that's fine if your knees are high, but just allow the weight of your legs to cause that to stretch your hips out a little. Just sit up nice and tall on the sit bones, your shoulders away from your ears, your chin gently tucked in, lengthening up from the tail to the crown of your head. Take a nice deep breath in, perhaps closing your eyes. And exhale. Breathe in through the mouth and out from the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Pay attention to how your hips are feeling. Notice the openness and the ease, whether that's up here or whether it's down here. Just notice how open it's feeling right now. Take as long as you want before releasing that and bringing your hips out of that position. Well done. Remember the effort that you've put in today on a day when you could have sat on the sofa. Well done for putting some effort in for yourself today. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please do subscribe. And please do give me feedback if there's anything that you like, anything you don't like, or anything you want to see in the future, a particular area or a particular exercise. Please let me know in the comments section. Please do subscribe and please tell your friends. Have a good day.